Well, hi guys. I'm Becca. It's nice to meet you guys.
Hi, nice to meet you.
So I saw in your intake packet you came in because of some financial struggles that you guys have been having. What's been going on?
I can't keep a budget apparently.
Oh, okay. What does that mean?
I don't know, I guess he is pretty tight with the money, and sometimes I just feel like money shouldn't always be an issue.
I had to take away her cards because she kept,
Take away? What does that mean?
like she can't go out and spend money just whenever she wants to. She does. And I don't make a ton of money, and I wish I did, but I don't.
Okay.
Well, I work too, and so I kind of feel like some of it is mine, and I can, I contribute to the household, and...
So can I ask you guys a question? What does money mean to you? What does it mean? Feel free to start whoever would like, but what does it mean to you?
I suppose that's a good question.
Yeah.
I haven't really thought about it. I don't like money.
You don't like money?
No.
How come?
Probably because I don't have enough of it.
Well.
It's like that movie about the wedding singer. He tried to get a job and he's like, I know about money. I'd like to know more. I'd like to get more, and that's where you come in.
So I sense a lot of humor there for you.
I try because otherwise I'm really frustrated. I can't get a job that will pay enough for us to live the way we want to live. And sometimes I feel like Sue just is already thinking we're there and we're not. And so I have to make sure that we stay, that we still have our money, so I took away her cards.
So now before you respond to that, did you hear what he said? Were you listening?
Sort of.
Can you tell me in your own words what he said?
He says he doesn't make enough money.
He doesn't make enough money. How do you think that feels for him? What's your guess?
He's probably frustrated. He wished he could make more.
Well, I heard that. I heard that's what he said. When I was listening to Jake, I heard he is frustrated because he doesn't make enough money. He tries to be has humor about it because
Well, money isn't everything.
not great. Money isn't everything.
No.
What's money to you then?
Oh, God. I grew up where, my dad was so strict with his money. He hated his job, but it was, really good money, so he stayed there and he was miserable. He's happy with his job. I don't care how much money he makes.
So money doesn't have power over you?
No. I mean, if we have a nice house, we have nice things, that's all that matters.
So if I hear really two different conflicting ideas here. Money is everything. Money doesn't mean that much. And there's so much confliction there because if we're spending and money's not supposed to mean that much, then where's the spending coming from is what I'm asking.
Well, it's like he will never buy anything for himself.
Okay.
Because he thinks he can't spend the money. So I'll spend the money instead. I mean, why, if he really wanted something, why shouldn't he have it and enjoy it? I mean, what are you gonna do? I mean, he could get hit by a bus tomorrow, and then all that money in the bank, what's it worth? Nothing.
What are we gonna live on later when we can't work? What if I lose my job? Then right now we have maybe a week worth of bills that we could pay. I have to work. And that means I need you to help also. And if you're spending what you earn, I don't make enough to pay all of our bills. So it's really scary for me, it's frustrating. It's like I have to do this. I wake up in the middle of the night worried about it.
He's never told me that.
I sense some fear.
Yeah,
Is there fear
I'm
there?
afraid. It feels really fragile, really, and when it starts bleeding out.
Well, he never told me that. He just always gets mad.
You sound surprised.
Well, I didn't know he was so scared.
You didn't know he was scared?
No. You wake up in the middle of the night?
How do you feel now knowing that he's scared?
Well, it's kind of different, I guess.
What do you mean it's different?
wasn't so, always so mad at me, maybe I might have listened to him different. But all I ever heard was, why'd you do that? And why'd you do this? And I'm gonna take your cards away from you.
So it almost sounds like you're being attacked.
Well, it's kind of like that's the way I felt.
Did you know that?
I don't know. I feel like you don't care about how hard I have to work and that you just wanna do whatever, and I wanna give you whatever you want. That's the hard part, I want you to have whatever you want to have.
Well, I didn't know that you like wake up in the middle of the night and worry about it.
I feel bad that I can't just give you what you want, so when you go out and get it, I feel, I'm torn.
Jake, what is it that you feel she wants?
I don't know. She wants to have stuff like she had when she was growing up. And I don't make the kind of money that her dad made.
Okay.
Well, I honestly didn't have a lot when I was growing up because my dad pinched every nickel. And so even though he made a lot of money, it's like we lived like we were poor all the time.
That sounds hard.
Well, it was kind of frustrating. And I know my parents came from like the Depression mindset and, you know, always had to pinch your money and had to recycle everything and save everything and you could only have so much of something.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I thought when I grew up and I'd have a job that, you know, if we wanted 4 apples in the house and there's only 2 people, we'd have 4 apples instead of just 2.
Okay. So your want is to have more than what you need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we can afford a little more than what we need. We don't have to live like paupers.
Sometimes what you buy isn't what we need, it's what you want, which is different.
So you feel like you live to a bit too much excessive.
Right, how many pairs of shoes do you need? 2, 3, maybe.
Yeah, for you, but, you know, then I have to have high heels for like going to weddings and going out to special occasions, and I have to have at least 2 or 3 different pairs of shoes for work because I can't wear the same shoes with every outfit.
But why are
I
you
mean, it's like-
wearing $300 shoes?
Because I'm not gonna put like $10 shoes on my feet and then have my feet suffer, and then,
Do you know how long it takes me to earn $300? So I had to work all that time so you could have those shoes.
Wait,
to-
let's stop right there for a second. How long does it take you to make $300?
It takes me about 2 days. 2 full days of work.
And for you, where would you rather see that money go?
Well, food, water, shelter.
But it sounds like those needs are met.
If I work every day, those needs are met. But that's it. And then it's often still not enough. We've got bills like our cell phone bill and a cable bill, and then our grocery bill is always all over the place. So,
Okay.
you know, that's why she has to work too. And yeah, we have money in the bank, but that doesn't mean we can just spend it on stuff. I didn't even know you were gonna do that. You didn't even know if we had money in there.
So it sounds like there's not really a lot of communication about finances and how to budget.
No, there's not, because I hate talking about money.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not fond of it either.
Well, the unfortunate part though is even though you hate talking about it, that is a conversation, right? We have to have those kind of conversations. Those are the tough ones. Those are the ones that may define you as a couple. Who are you gonna be?
I'd rather just stay home in the evening and be together and be happy than start a fight. And that's our conversations about money are always just a fight. There's not a conversation about money.
Okay. Well, here's what I think. I hear a lot of frustration on both parts, but I also hear a lack of communication. So what I'd like to do, and this is what I usually tell my couples, is this. I agree, save your time at home together for happiness and love, and bring all that yucky stuff in here. And that's where we'll start. And we'll start fresh next week, and maybe we'll learn a little bit more about communication, okay?
You gonna help us make a budget?
Well, I can't do that. But I can help you find tools to help you do that.
That'd be interesting.
Okay, sounds great. I'll see you guys next week.
Okay.
Okay.